Just like I promised, we're back with our style expert Aji Berg and a few special guests. Instead of talking about the great fashion that we usually talk about with Aji, we're going to do a little Oscars focus. The good, bad, the ugly. Today, we're focusing on the 2020 Oscars. And I brought in some of my faves from the Valley today as well. We have Miss Abby Furchner, Jordan Schreier to join us because we're going to kind of cover all bases on all of our different views for fashion. And Aji, you know, you actually are educated and know the true fashion. So, and I'm kind of out there. So we're gonna kind of share the cards. We have a ton of pictures from last night, and I know you probably already have some of your favorites. And you suggested some people. So the first picture we're gonna put up, I believe, is of Penelope Cruz from last night. Okay, let's see the picture.
Cruz. She is first, and she is wearing a gown by Chanel. And it's actually a vintage style from the 90s, which I think is so...
from the 90s.
Yes.
I love that vintage is from the 90s, actually. Oh, that's okay, so Abby, what's your... you have some cards. It's either love it, meh, or what were you thinking?
I love it. I love the pearl, too, around the waist. I think that just makes it even classier. I would not consider this vintage. I would totally wear this, like, today.
I think
it's
vintage
so,
is a good thing.
Yeah, is that a good thing? Sometimes people are
Except for you said vintage from the 90s, but the pearls kind of make me think a little Madonna, but I like it being shorter in the front.
And any dress that has pockets, like...
Yes, sign me up.
Right, I agree. Okay, but now
Jordan, what are your thoughts on it?
I just love how you mentioned the pockets, because that's what every woman ever says. It has pockets. No, I love it. And I get the vintage with, I think, that flower on the front or that bow. I can't quite tell what it is, but yeah.
Yes, the flower.
Yes, I'm kind of getting a little throwback energy with that.
Aji, you're the true expert. What do you think?
I absolutely adore it.
I
think she looks so chic. It's true French fashion, which is my favorite.
You do love it. Okay, next up we have, and I had to get a lesson on saying her name, Saoirse?
Saoirse.
Saoirse.
Yes, Saoirse Ronan. She was in Little Women.
Okay. Ooh, this is very different.
Yes, she is wearing Gucci.
She's taking a risk here.
She's taking a risk. I think it's very chic. It's very couture. She's beautiful. I'm not sure about that peplum. I was
going to say, I like the top. I see where she's saying was chic and couture, and then I think that there's a tablecloth attached to it.
I like the peplum. I'm all into peplum tops, but the bottom's where I get a little like, where did we go wrong?
But I like that she took a chance.
I do too. Maybe the dress without it.
You know, sometimes chances don't work. You know, sometimes.
Pay for effort.
Yes, I mean, well, I don't know. Just because it's Gucci don't mean it look good. Sorry, that's my opinion. I mean,
so we all give it a meh, kind of.
Jordan's like,
I would say meh.
Okay, meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's beautiful, but the dress meh.
Yes, I agree. But it looks like the dress is wearing her. She's not wearing the dress.
Exactly. That is
good
and
point.
that's what I say a lot of the times.
Yep.
And I think it's the wrong dress for her.
Okay,
Yes.
big winner here behind us, Renee Zellweger.
Yes.
Big winner, and I think she looks awesome.
Oh my
She looks like the
gosh,
statue. She looks
right?
like a statue herself, right?
Exactly. That dress is by Armani Privé, and I think she's working it.
I would take that off of her and put it in my closet right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like, I want that dress.
Right.
Beautiful.
I say love it.
I love it.
It's
love the
also
one
giving
arm.
me some Princess Diana vibes. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but couldn't you see her in something very similar to that? Like,
definitely. I feel like she wore something off one shoulder like that.
yeah, and then
before.
long, but very like sexy, but still very conservative in its own right.
I love her accessories in this picture as well. Brad Pitt.
I was just going to say,
who needs a clutch when you got Brad Pitt on your side?
Genius.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, Billie Eilish. She is very popular right now, trendy. We talked about her when we were talking about the Grammys, and now here she is at the Oscars.
Well, now she's wearing a different version of Chanel. I mean, now I think it kind of suits her personality. I don't care for it because I'm all about what looks best on your silhouette and your body frame. But, I mean, I guess that's her personality.
That's her thing. She's very anti-girly, showing off her body. She doesn't want her body to be the focus. But I was...
Then she's doing a good job.
Okay.
I think this is where the risk kind of went right.
Went right.
Yes, like I think this was a big risk, but I love it on her for some reason. I think it's just because I'm a huge fan of her and I get her vibe. I think this kind of matches like what she would wear to a red carpet. Like I
Okay.
like how she's not like trying to be somebody else for the red carpet. She's still in her own.
But still has
in
couture,
fashion.
or well,
yes.
it's still designer, I guess. Jordan?
I don't know. Well, do you think would it be a meh or a what were you thinking?
I feel bad, but for me, it's a what were you thinking? But I get it.
I'm in the
I
same
get
boat
it's
as
her
you.
personality.
Yeah, it's her personality, but it just looks like pajamas.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
doesn't that just look like
personally
fuzzy
wouldn't style her in
pajamas?
that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, in the shoes, like the shoes are like what I would have worn in like the skateboarding phase.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
when everyone
maybe
had
the
that, like,
shoes are what,
skateboarding
like we could
phase.
get the,
Like some heels, maybe.
Okay.
okay, we're gonna move on to Timothy.
Timothy Chalamet.
Ooh.
I believe he was also in Little Women. Now, this is Prada, and I think he has a Cartier brooch, if I'm not mistaken. And I really don't get it.
Okay, I
I
was
mean,
like,
he's so handsome and,
It's very
you
cute.
know, just a cutie, but what is going on
I
with that?
love it.
Are
Do
you
you love
making
it?
that up?
I would
No,
wear that. I would wear that right now.
See, I was gonna say, this is the,
For the Oscars, though?
this is the plus of having younger
Yeah,
people
Lisa,
on
what
this
are we-
panel,
are we
because
too
I think
old,
there's
or-
a different view, because I'm looking at it thinking, is he wearing a jumpsuit?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I
I
think
love
it's so
it.
great.
I think it's great, but not for the Oscars. I think there's a certain level of respect, right? And it kind
Oh.
of, I don't
We
know.
have a divided
What do you
panel
think,
here
Lisa?
for a minute. I'm kind of a meh on it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I just don't understand it.
Okay.
Which is kind of what you
Okay.
said as
Yes.
well.
All right.
Okay, next up we have Elizabeth Banks.
Okay, this is
Okay, so I love this too. I was going to say our producer.
Do you
I'm going
know
to throw
it?
him under the table here for a second, or under the bus, because he was like, "This is someone like that you may have grown up with." It's one of those older. Those are
you?
kind of your words.
Cordell.
So, but this is the thing. So we're showing two pictures because
In
she
other
has.
words, he won't have a job tomorrow.
Elizabeth Banks has been around
Nice
for a
knowing
long
you.
time. So we're going to compare her 2020 look to her 2004 look, right?
Ooh, I
yes.
love that.
Yes. Okay.
I
so
love this.
This is 2020.
This is Badgley Mishka, and this is a dress that she wore in 2004 to
Really?
the Vanity
Oh.
Fair Oscar, party, and she
you're right. She does look
recycled
young.
it. You know how now they're talking about sustainability,
she is.
and she brought it back. She said, "Why can't I wear it for 2020?" And I say, "Good for her. She looks amazing." Can
Oh
you
my goodness.
imagine 16 years
How
later?
much ahead of her time was she?
In the
back
same
then?
Into a
dress.
dress in 16 years.
Could I wear the same dress?
It looks
I
like
was
he just
waiting.
took
years
those 2
later, I
days
don't know.
apart. The pictures,
Yeah.
they look like
Yes.
they're 2 days apart.
I love that.
That is
But
so
who was it?
beautiful.
Didn't Jennifer Aniston say at like the SAG Awards that she just pulled a dress out of her closet that she had? Wasn't that
I
the
didn't
white
hear
dress?
that, but-
Somebody said that. Oh, this
well-
thing, I had it in my closet.
Right, but I mean, good for her, right?
She knew to keep it
16
too.
years later.
This is why I do. She's probably a hoarder, but now we're celebrating that.
No, but I'm against hoarding.
She did not let that go.
Right. I
Absolutely
love it.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we have up next? Jane Fonda. Okay, well, a couple of things we want to talk about because Jordan did request this
Oh, okay.
photo.
I did.
Oh,
Just
no.
because
Go
I love
ahead.
the fact, if you keep up with Jane Fonda, she has let her hair go natural here, or she has dyed it a silver.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
big thing that they were talking about. She used to have kind of like blonde, brown hair,
Yep.
and for the Oscars, this is the first time that she has had this silver hair. And I love it. I think she looks great in it.
Yeah, you don't have, ladies, just let your natural color
no
come
kidding.
through. I do like that. But how about the dress? We could give, because when we talk age appropriate, there's
I-
different, when she's
Yeah.
older versus Billie Eilish.
I think it's a nice shape and a great color. I think she looks elegant.
I would agree with that. I think her skin tone and the color of the dress go really well together.
Do we have the picture of, because we're running out of time, but Kristen Wigg, do we have that? That would have been one of the pictures that I'm not
Yes,
sure that we
that's
have
the
that
one-
picture.
yeah.
But that would,
Oh,
here,
yeah.
because
Get
I
rid of
wanted
it.
to end on a picture that is also maybe, taking a picture of something that is, or she's taking a risk here, right?
Taking a risk, right? And so she's wearing Valentino, and she's wearing, I'm not going to quiz you, but a Pantone color.
Oh yeah, one of the reds that I loved.
Yes,
Fire?
flame. Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
see, I was-
Flame scarlet. You were close.
That was close.
She is wearing that, but I mean, look at the. I
What-
don't
oh,
understand
you're
the
saying,
shape.
ugh.
She looks like an amoeba.
She looks like she's on fire.
Like,
oh
in
yeah,
the
I can
water.
see that. I
Yeah.
can see that. Wait, now you ruined it
What
for
do
me
you
because
think
that's
you
not
like
right.
that? Just what I
yeah,
see.
the ruffles on the side aren't doing it. But if you were to
Love
get
the
rid of the
red.
ruffles, I think it would be great.
Yes, I
Me
agree.
too.
I 100%
Agreed.
agree with that.
Yes.
Love the color on her. The amoeba thingy is freaking me out.
Right.
And the train is great. I do love that train. I think it's a very modern take
Well,
on it.
that's a good picture to end on.
Yes.
Thank you for being part of our Fashion
Yeah.
Police panel, and of
We
course,
should do this more
Ashley.
often.
It was fun. Stay with us. Coming up next, your design could end up on someone's feet. Well, their socks at least. We'll tell you all about it next year on North Dakota Today.